I'm Victoria Pearson, but you can call me V, and a few weeks ago in one of my videos I made this. You might have joined me for that. This is a prosperity money success spell jar. When I was making that spell jar, I put a sigil in it, and I said to you at the time, oh, I'll show you how to do those another day because they're quite long to explain. And then I promptly forgot about it until somebody reminded me yesterday. So today I'm going to show you how to make a sigil, but first I thought I'd explain to you what a sigil is. Essentially all a sigil is a written symbol that has a particular meaning, and then you can use it in different ways. Some people destroy them by tearing or burning them. That's very effective for quick acting things that you want to get moving really, really fast. Sometimes, like I say, we'll put them in a spell jar, something like that. I've got one attached to my car keys that I don't look at anymore. It's wrapped in wire, but I know it's there. And so sigils can be used for a wide variety of different magical workings, and there really isn't a wrong way to use them, or indeed a wrong way to make them. But I'm going to show you a super simple way that I make them today. This is the one I first learned how to do, and so it's a bit more simple. All you will need is a pen and paper. You can pause me and go get that if you want to, and I will talk you through how we do the sigil. So step one is to write out what your desire is, what your will is, without making it a question and without putting any negative connotations in it. So like, for example, for the one that I did for this, I can't remember what my exact wording was, but it was to do with me having money rather than me wanting money. You have to talk about it as if you've already got the thing. Lots and lots of money for V would have been a perfect sentence to start with. For the example one that we're going to do, I am going to say, what should we make a sigil about? Lots of views for this video, okay? And so that is what I will write down. I didn't want to show you the rest of it, so I won't yet. So lots of views. I could put lots of views for this video, but we'll just put lots of views because it makes it nice and simple. I could have put lots of views for this video. I could have put a specific amount of views for this video. I'm just putting lots of views to keep it nice and simple. So I have written down the words lots of views. You can write anything, but the idea is to put it into positive language as if you've got the thing already. Lots of views, lots of money, good health, strong connection, whatever it is that you're making your sigil for. You're going to distill it down into a single sentence and write it down there. Lots of views. Step two is to take your pen and cross out any vowels. So A, E, I, O and U. Sometimes Y if it's acting like a vowel. Which leaves me with L, T, S, F, V, W, S. Now once I've got rid of my vowels, the next thing I'm going to do is get rid of any repeating letters. You might have a lot of them. I've only got the two S's, so I'll cross one of those off, which leaves me with L, T, S, F, V, W. And so, as you can see, I have put those down there, and this is what I'm working with, the one with no vowels and no repeating letters. Please excuse both my terrible handwriting and the state of my nails. I did them myself. I'm not very good at it. Now you might have just caught a glimpse of that there, which you weren't supposed to yet, but you will see that what I did here was I made a little table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then I started writing the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G. When we get to the end, we come back to the beginning again, okay, until you've got the whole alphabet. Some of your numbers will have more than 1 or 2 letters, and that is okay. They don't have to all be the same. That's absolutely fine. But now, every single letter of the alphabet corresponds to a number up to 12. It's important that you do it up to 12 for this particular method. Doesn't matter if you do it in a different way for other methods, but we're sticking with the clock method today. Once you've got every single letter of the alphabet corresponding with a particular number, you are then going to draw a little clock if you don't know how to draw an analog clock, it's literally draw a circle, 12 at the bottom, 6, 9 and 3 at the sides, and then fill in the gaps with the other numbers, okay? So that they're fairly even, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Perfection is not what we're playing with today. Now, I'm going to come back to my little collection of letters here, and I'm going to work out what numbers they are and write those underneath. So, mine starts with an L. So I find the L on my little alphabet thing here. For me, that corresponds with 12. So I'm going to write 12 underneath the L. And then the same, my next one is T. That's a number 8. Then S, which is a number 7. F is number 6. V is number 10. And finally, for me, W is number 11. Obviously, your numbers will vary depending on what your sentence was, how long your sentence was. If you've got a very long sentence with lots and lots of letters, it's going to get a very intricate symbol towards the end. But yeah, so I've written down the numbers that my letters correspond to. And now all I'm going to do is take my first number, start with my pen there, and then draw it until I get to my second number. So I've got 12 and 8 as my first two. I'm going to start at 12. I might do a little dot there just so I don't lose my place. And then I'm going to swoosh round to number 8. Now it's up to you if you want to do that curvy, if you want to do it jaggedy, it doesn't matter if it's a straight line, curved line, whatever feels right for you at the time. I've gone with a curve because I like a curve. I'm going to cross those two numbers off so I don't redo them again, you see. And then we're going to go from this 8 to the next number, which is a 7. So again, I'm going to do a dot at the 7 and I'm going to join those two. And again, I'm going to do a curved line, but you don't have to. You can go outside of the circle. You can go inside the circle. It really doesn't matter. Next is, I've got number 6. So again, I'm bouncing to the next number again. You can go straight, you can go curvy. It doesn't matter. And then we're going up to number 10. And then finally to number 11. And that is my one finished. My symbol looks like this. If you wanted to, you could join the end to the beginning again to make it cyclic, but really what matters is that it feels right for you. So I've got my main symbol. I'm going to take another piece of paper, put it on top and trace that out so that I've got it without the clock. You might find it easier to do that up against a window or something, to use it as a light box so that you can see much more clearly where you are going. Mine is a very simple shape though, so I don't really need to. And this right here would be my symbol for lots of views. Now, if you don't like the look of that, you can play around with it. You can make it more fancy, more intricate. You can add dots and spirals and all sorts to it if that's what you want to do. Or if you feel like yours looks a little bit messy and a little bit chaotic, you can always remove some of those and just smush them together. Or if you've got lots and lots of repeating going to the same number each time, like I didn't with this one. But say if I'd had to keep coming back to 12, to show that visually, I would probably have just done a couple of extra dots on top like that. And so then in the end, my sigil would have lots of dots and swirly bits in it. But basically, all you have to do once you've got your basic shape is just make it pleasing to your own eye. That is literally all you need to do until you are happy with the symbol and you are happy with what it means. This right here is my sigil, and I would either stick that in a spell jar like this with the other ingredients. If you haven't seen that video, it is on my witchy playlist with this one, so you should be able to find it quite easily. You could burn that, you could dissolve it in water. All depends on what your working is. If you're looking for something to slowly release over time, bury it. Paper's biodegradable. It will gradually over time dissipate and give you a slow acting spell. Whereas if you want something really quickly, you can burn it with fire, make it go really, really fast. Or you can stick it in a spell jar. You can You can flush it down the toilet if it's something that you want to get away from yourself. Like, I've lost 10 pounds of weight, flush it down the toilet with all the other crap. There are so many different ways that you can use it. There's so many different ways that you can make them as well. Some people skip the clock part completely and just go on the squares to where they were going to go. So in this case, how would that look? 12 to 8, 8 to 7, to 6, to 10 to 11. Oh, okay, so that one would have come up with a much more jaggedy shape for me to copy. Or you can even, if you don't want to mess around with numbers and corresponding things at all, follow the steps like we did before until you've got your letters that don't repeat, like this. And then you can just use these component parts of the letters to make a shape. So I've got a downward stroke in both the L and the T, so I'll do that one. So hang on. So a combination of L, T and S would look something like this. And then I would add in my F by just putting another stroke on the T to make the F appear here. V across there, make it a W. So yeah, my sigil just using the letter shapes would be this one, where I'm just using the different component parts of these letters to create the shape. I prefer this one, but either way, they would both be as powerful as each other. You are the person that's putting the power into the symbol. The symbol itself doesn't contain any power. You making it, you concentrating it, you giving that intention for it, that is what contains the power. And so it really doesn't matter whether you spend a really long time intricately working out where each thing is going to go, or if you just decided that your symbol for V, getting loads of money, is a V with a pound sign on top of it, just like that. That is as much a sigil as anything else that we have just done. What matters, as with all magic, is what your intention is. Join me again next week. I will be here Monday, 6 AM, as usual, UK time. I think next week I'm going to be showing you how to do a fishtail plait on my hair, because one of you asked me, and I did plaiting videos before, and for some reason you all loved them. I am also possibly going back to London, and so I might be doing another video about that one soon, and I'm not sure which one's going to come first. But either way, I hope that you join me for those. I will also be here every morning in your shorts doing my great big deep breath. Getting my day off to a good start. And I have started doing Witchy Wednesdays as well, where I do a little card reading for you on a Wednesday. And then, assuming that I haven't killed him yet, on Tuesday, I will be here checking in with Dave the Terrarium, who, it has to be said, has lived a lot longer than anyone expected. I have a bit of a black thumb. I'll see you next week. Until then, you have yourself a magical week.